This is Brad Marchand, and you're listening to Breaking the Ice with Josh Dolan. I don't think he would ever let a pizza get out the door before he buried the whole thing, so he likes to eat that kid.
Touching you, sweet Caroline. Everybody,
wash your hands. Good times never felt so good.
So
20
bad.
seconds.
So
20
bad.
seconds. 20 seconds.
So bad. So Mookie. Oh God! Now I'm getting messages on my phone. I can't see any. Okay, good.
Now don't worry about it.
So now we're doing Zoom by phone. We're doing Zoom by phone now, and
I think we figured it out.
Better. Yeah.
Hold on.
Finally.
Fuck off.
Yeah, Isaiah is dressed. Isaiah is broadcasting from Moscow. If you're watching the video,
Yes.
We have no cases of corona.
On. Yeah, right. Yeah.
We haven't heard from the Russians.
Yeah, I know. I wonder why that is. Do we ever really hear from?
Oh,
the
maybe
Russians?
because the media seems to be free over there. So.
Well, here we are. It's the home opener today, so I got my Red Sox gear on. You know, got the hat going. I'm ready.
Go
I'm ready for baseball.
I have some bad news.
What's up, Josh?
About the home opener?
Are we not playing today?
They brought back Bobby Valentine.
Oh, fuck. We're done.
Also,
takes me. Just take me.
Just take me now.
There's no coughing in baseball.
No,
oh, Jesus Christ.
Is this what we have to wear now? Are they telling us to wear, we have to wear masks now? Because that's why I did
Nope,
the
nobody
CDC
said anything about a hat.
The CDC was saying that they were going to suggest it or something. I know the mayor of Los Angeles wants everybody to wear masks in Los Angeles. I just don't see it. I don't know. I don't see how it could help, I guess, if we have it from spreading. But where are we going to get them?
How about if we stop suggesting and just tell people what to do for a couple of weeks and fucking deal with this? If you want us inside, mandate it. We'll stay inside. Well, kind of. Maybe Illinois will. Maybe fucking this one won't. That's how it's going to spread.
Just stay away from other people. That's it.
How long until masks actually become trendy? Trendy?
They already are in Japan or China. They have
they've been trendy for a while.
You have a Louis Vuitton one, huh?
I want a Nike one. Just do it.
Yeah. Disease is fashion. Absolutely.
Hey, do you think Chris over
I'm having my home opener beer here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I want to go get one.
He can make one out of I'm sure he can make one out of aluminum or something. I'm going
to take you to my kitchen because I'm mobile.
Oh my God.
Oh, now he's got to go down 9 flights of stairs.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Isaiah's moving down to the kitchen here. If you're watching the video, this is where he keeps all the body parts.
Exactly.
And apparently lots of Tito's.
I won't put my wife on the podcast, but she's in the office. Say hi, Lucia. Oh, she said hey. She's focusing.
Oh, she's busy. Don't mess with the wife.
She's doing real work.
Hey, this is real work.
True. Sorry.
We're essential.
Yeah, it certainly feels like it. Yeah.
Let's see right here.
God.
Where are my notes?
So Isaiah's going into his fridge, which is well stocked with carrots and Sam Adams Summer, and that's about it.
In a can.
Is your pea,
yogurt.
Is your pea orange?
Oh yeah. Pedialyte for the tough times when shit gets weird.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody should have Pedialyte. Great hangover cure, and of course for children if they're dehydrated.
Yes.
Let's see up here.
Dad, where's my Pedialyte? I had a rough night. It's gone.
Shut up! You're bugging me. I don't feel good. Shut up.
Are you starting already?
No. Oh yeah. Hold on.
I had a little too much proper 12 last night.
It is the home opener, Josh. So we should have been drinking hours ago.
Should I go get beer?
Yes, you should. 100%. Tighten up.
Here, why don't you just have a sip of mine?
It's the home opener.
There you go.
That's good.
Oh, that's scary. Stop doing that. Oh God.
What just happened? How come our guest isn't joining the
Josh
show?
just put his mouth up to the camera. Yeah, it's probably because Josh put his mouth up to the camera.
Apparently, this isn't good for coronavirus.
Yeah, shave that off.
I know, yeah.
It's not good for
Everybody has
society.
to
Look in the
shave.
mirror.
Now, where did you get a
Yeah, what
haircut,
about all
Stu?
those?
Huh?
I did it myself.
Oh, you did.
I shaved
Looks
my own
good.
head. Yeah, I got clippers. Yeah, here, I'll show you. I think.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. Nice fade. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I just choose a measurement on the clippers and just do the whole head.
Whatever one clicks on
Because I have
first.
no skills. So, yeah, the shortest one I can find. You know. No.
I just texted our
So
guest.
we're waiting for our guest Danielle.
Yeah, I just texted. I said, we're on. Let's go.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Put the cats down. Oh, how's that light behind us? Obnoxious?
So,
Wait, do we have to?
yeah, that's pretty obnoxious.
Do we have to edit Hsu out drinking while sitting in the driver's seat of a car?
No, nothing is edited right now. We can do anything.
Josh, I said, if you want to put in I tried to start, I'm sitting in Barbara right now. I tried to start Barbara. The battery's dead, so I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Are the
And there's
keys
a car
in the
behind
ignition?
me. But if I get, oh, yeah, they are. All right.
Take
there
them
we
out
go.
or get in the back seat?
If I drink enough, though, I can drive through my neighbor's yard onto the street if my car was working. But
You
it's
say
not.
that like you've
So,
done it before.
I'm sitting in a dead car right now. The battery's dead. Hopefully Barbara's not dead. But
Barbara's not dead. She's taking a nap.
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
Barbara get
This
the
is where
corona?
this is where I do the podcast now, so I can hide from my family, pretty much.
Yeah, how's that going?
Well, it's going. We had to get out of the house yesterday. We took a road trip to Easton, Connecticut. We like to go to
nice.
Luckily, my wife and my daughter both love going to cemeteries, so the social
that's cool.
distancing thing isn't a problem. So we
Right.
found this old haunted cemetery in Easton, Connecticut called the Union Cemetery, and it's supposedly haunted by a woman who was killed in the 1800s, and her body was dumped behind the Baptist church there. Apparently, they took the head off of her, but they found the head later.
The
But
fuck?
every now and then you see a woman dressed in white walking through the graveyard, or she'll
Did you
appear
see
in
it?
front of your
Did you
car
see
at
it?
night. She's probably sheltering in place at this point.
Smart.
How
Smart.
baked
Yeah.
you
I
see?
mean,
but if
even
you go
with-
into those cemeteries and get super high, you'll see shit.
Oh, you'll see tons of stuff. You get free, and then you'll run away, and then you'll be running and go, "Oh my God, I left my car there." You know, but it was nice. It was a good road trip. You know, it took like 2 hours to get down there, but just to get out of the house, and we knew we weren't gonna encounter anyone there. It's a small cemetery in the middle of a small Connecticut town, right?
Until the fucking zombies start coming out of the ground. Oh,
Look at this.
she's sideways.
Hey,
Hi,
You're
do I
sideways.
do this?
hey,
There you
Yeah.
go. All
Oh,
right.
you're very loud. You're very loud, Isaiah.
I'm
Stop
getting
yelling.
sideways.
Shocking.
Jesus Christ.
He's aggressive.
Wow, Danielle, look
There
at
she
this.
is.
Oh, she's brought
Looking
some
beautiful as ever.
cordless earbuds
Thank
on.
you. I do. I don't like these. These are the AirPods Pro. Not a big fan.
I would
like
lose
the
those
regular ones.
immediately.
They only
Yeah.
last for like an hour and then they die too.
Mm.
Eh.
No, they have a longer life than that, but I just I don't really care for the way that they sit.
How are you doing?
Mm. I'm good. Sorry about the delay. I had to my recycling bin blew out into the street and some jagoff just
Oh,
drove over
God.
the lid. So I had to rescue it.
Oh,
Mine usually landed the street because the fucktard doesn't bother to bring it back. He just whips it in the streets.
Yeah, you can't use words like that. Stop. Don't.
Already
stop.
happened.
Yeah, you can.
Way
Yeah, well-
ahead of
Yeah,
you.
you can.
Way
yeah, it's
ahead.
Rein
okay.
it in,
I know
rein it in.
you're not used to it. You don't have to.
No FCC here,
Okay.
EEI. None.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying the tard part. Rephrase that. Pick something else.
Okay.
2020.
The silly man who
I'm
does
already
the
not
bad job.
enjoying this. I'm already done with this. I'm done with it.
Oh my
Why don't you go
god.
not squeeze a sponge out, you donkey?
Why don't you go fuck yourself? Really, it's just seriously.
And
You
this
know
is
what?
what would happen during
miss you.
commercials.
Yes,
Hey,
basically,
Josh.
yeah. That's it, right there.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Did
Are
you
you
lose
hungry?
your heat, Isaiah? What's going on over there?
I fucking watched him put a mask on and I'm like, fucking, I think the president said to cover your face, so I'm going all Russia.
Okay. You look
Too
like
much?
a babushka. Well,
A
it's
babushka?
something.
Well, even
It's
if you don't
something.
have to, we appreciate you covering your face.
I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Keep this fat nugget off the internet. How's your world? You're doing your EEI show from home, Danielle, right?
I am. It's I got my microphone here and my little Comrex unit, and it's nice. It's nice to be here.
What's better, being at home safe or just not being around the baboons on the show?
See, all of the above.
You have
No,
freedom.
Obviously, being Leah, stop. I have dogs everywhere, so pardon me.
I know how that is.
It's much, it's much easier to do the show, in person because you get the face-to-face stuff, and I can kind of sidebar with Greg. But it's nice to be able to be here and away from germs, from people that like to socialize.
Do you feel like you still have to get ready in the morning? Because since we've been doing this at home, I still have to put pants and shoes on. I can't do the podcast without
You're
shoes.
wearing pants?
Well,
today.
Well,
I'm still representing. I'm still representing.
Nice. I mean, I barely got ready as it was anyway. So when I went into work, but I have to now because we have cameras in the studio, so I have to be somewhat presentable.
Now, how's that going? Do you like that setup? I mean, I guess you can't really answer if you like it or not.
I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You just have to constantly be aware of how you're positioned and where, it's I'm always looking at my laptop. So I always have double chin face going. And you can't really, you have to be very careful if you like to make faces.
Right.
Can't pick your nose.
Oh my God. Oh, that must be tough for the host.
Just sit there the whole time with your finger up your nose and see if anyone even fucking comments.
They would. They would. They text in constantly and they'll be like, "Oh, I see, blah blah blah, this or that." Danielle, you look great today, or Danielle, you're fucking ugly. I'm like, great, thanks.
Right.
Oh, great. That adds a whole nother level of bullshit you got to take on the text line, right?
Right. Yeah. Basically.
So minus the video, this goes back to the old Metro days when you would call in on the show on AAF from the Metro studio.
Yeah, I mean, I worked at Metro for I think five or 6 years before I was full-time in studio with, it was full-time always, but before I was in studio with everybody, about that long. So at least I know, I know how to wait for the cues and stuff like that. So
how many years did you work at AAF total?
14.
How was it? Obviously there's so much more shit going on now, but when you found out that station was being sold to a Christian rock or a Christian station, what was your first reaction?
What is that? It sucked. The whole thing sucked. I got a call from Mark Hannon, our market manager, at Tuesday at 3:45. I'm like, this can't be good.
Right. Why are you calling me?
Right. And he's like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that, with a company sold WAAF. And I was like, aren't we in the middle of a big rebranding stage?
Right.
Okay. And then the press release came out and they had the big company meeting and, sucked. I texted you, Hsu, I texted Carrie, and I'm kind of like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to say, but I'm here and I love you. What do you say? It's
right.
Craig.
There's nothing. Yeah, I appreciate it. There's nothing to say. You just gotta deal.
Right.
20 years, had a good run, and 50-year great run for a station in one format, and it's gone. Business reasons, It's just
now you're sitting in Barbara in your driveway.
I'm sitting in Barbara, whose battery is dead now. And,
oh no!
Wait a second. Yeah. Wait a second. We have this. Danielle, today was supposed to be opening day at the Red Sox, so
that's why we're drinking. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, nobody told me that. I don't have a Corona.
You can get up and go. We'll hold the fort down. Go get one.
Thank you. I
gotta upgrade our session.
What are you doing? There's been some great opening day broadcasts, Danielle, that you've been a part of.
Oh God.
Were they all at the baseball tavern?
Yes. I believe
Jimmy at the baseball tavern. He's the shit.
Baseball tavern, no more, at least in the location where it was previously.
Well, I think we're all going to get out of this in 2 months, and then we can all go back.
You're very hopeful and optimistic.
4 months?
Maybe.
Listen, you are somebody that is seriously, you could be a private investigator, knowing you personally as a friend and business wise, you get no, seriously, you get to the bottom of shit.
I do.
Because you sit there and just come up with fucking fast.
Yeah, but that's me finding dirt about people and what they're doing. It's not when it comes to government stuff, I don't.
But you've used it to. You're always sharing good stuff on social as well. What from your perspective are you seeing that's the most alarming? There it is.
I just think the number of people that are out congregating, like, all the spring breakers in Florida and stuff, the people that aren't taking it seriously. This is such a tough time how do you navigate this balance between people's lives when it comes to health versus the economy?
Right.
Because I think this, they're not mutually exclusive. You can worry about both. I'm very concerned about the welfare of people that I know and love. Because I have, some family members that are in high risk living arrangements when it comes to like senior living and whatnot. My godfather has it. He's in a nursing home. So we're panicking about that. Yeah. So that's freaky. But, you have all these people losing their livelihoods and like many, many different business sectors. People are just out completely. And it's like, people are getting laid off left and right. And Hsu, I heard you say, I think that Francoise had lost her jobs. So it's like
all of them.
People are getting whacked left and right. And it's like, how do you, the recovery period is going to be so ridiculous. Like the immediate effects to our daily lives may not be that long, but I fear that the fallout is going to take years to recover from. And maybe that's, kind of a panic mode, but I don't think you can recover from what's going on that quickly. Like we're not going to recover as quickly as we went downhill, at least in my opinion.
I think the combination between that happening, people being hard up, the package stores still being open, people buying more booze than ever right now, and then after everything blows over and things start opening up again, we're going to have 10 times as many alcoholics going out and tying one on all at the same time because they've been cooped up in the house while they're getting divorces. Pretty much, that's what's gonna, it's all gonna go to shit.
What's happening.
The businesses will come back. The businesses will bounce back. America will bounce back economically. But this is putting everything to the test that usually wasn't tested because we weren't paying attention.
Right.
So all of a sudden, I'm here with my family, like 24 hours a day, and you got to figure out a new kind of living arrangement because eventually. This
is why Mike's in his car.
That's why I'm in my car
it makes sense.
Oh my God, help me. So, you're going to deal with not just the economic fallout, the health fallout at the end, but you're going to deal with relationships and personal issues and how this either helps or compounds those personal issues. And at the end, it's going to be huge divorce, huge alcoholism, and then people, it's going to be like New Year's Eve for about 3 months straight. People just going crazy. Like, I got to get drunk now. No, I haven't gone to a bar in 10 months, So it's gonna be,
now you mean
crazy
you're drunk in your bathroom. I think that's what more like you mean. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. For now.
The boundary is completely gone now.
There are no boundaries.
No, there aren't.
We've lost them completely.
When you home dealing so much, Mike, at the left side of your face, appreciate that. You still alive, Josh?
Yeah,
Josh?
sorry. I had to upgrade our account. I am.
Were you looking at porn?
I had to upgrade the account because apparently the free version only gives you 40 minutes. So
Then we'll
stop stuff.
Then we'll stop it. I was buying stuff.
Yeah.
Danielle. See, now let's talk about this issue, Danielle.
Okay.
So you're in your house most of the day now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Right. You're not going out
basically.
now. Are you going? Is it that craving coming back to go online and do some shopping? Because I'll tell you right now,
buy stuff
every day. I think about going out and buying a pack of cigarettes. The craving is stronger than ever.
Wow.
I go to the grocery store, I go to the liquor store.
Right.
I know, and it's like, oh boy, those look good. And
don't do it.
This is a real test for me. I know you had like an addiction to online shopping, right? Is it a?
Yes, I'm in shopping recovery.
Right.
Home Goods was her second home.
Yeah.
Right. So
I made a second home out of what I bought there.
Right.
Literally, I made like a fort, and I had like dishes and forks and vacuums.
Are you junking out to buy online?
No. I've been good about kind of staving that stuff off, and I have my what I'm doing now is more like purging, because I'm taking this time to be like, wow, okay, so I don't have to make plans and cancel them. I don't have to go to events. I mean, I had so much stuff planned for the spring between concerts. I mean, there were a bunch of good shows coming into town.
Right.
I think like one was going to be Easter night at House of Blues. It was Kill Switch, with Light the Torch, which Howard Jones now sings for. I think August Burns Red. I don't remember if it was them or somebody else, but bunch of good stuff coming up. I had that planned. I was going to see Christopher Cross at Lynn Auditorium in May.
The Lynn Auditorium rocks.
Such a great venue.
Love
Such
that.
a great
Have you been to the
Sleeper
burger
venue.
joint across the PJ O'Sullivan's or something like that?
RF O'Sullivan's. You kidding me?
Thank
Please.
you. Oh,
It's my jam
so
right
good.
there. I've been going since they only had the Somerville location.
Right. That place is awesome. We have to have a meeting there when this bullshit blows over.
I'm down.
Done.
But anyway, going back to the shopping stuff, what I've basically been doing is just focusing on all the house projects I haven't been able to do. I have boxes from like 3 moves ago that I haven't unpacked. And I'm like, oh, that's where this went that I bought 5 replacement ones of because I couldn't find it. So for me, everyone's like, oh, are you bored? And I'm like, I have so much stuff to do at the house between that and taking care of the animals. Like, it's other than not having to commute to work, nothing has really changed for me, which is good because I've been staying busy. So
I've been doing the same thing. I've been trying to clean out my office, which I've needed to do for 5 years. And I'm finding all sorts of crazy stuff that I've needed 3 years ago.
Nude pictures.
I'm finding lots of pictures.
Did you happen to see? Did you see the podcast last week of Mike's nude pictures?
That's terrifying.
I'm just gonna start a burn pile. There's some terrible pictures. Although I do have pictures of naked women with Greg Hill, so those could be worth something. I'm gonna put those aside. When he runs.
Are you saying you have blackmail?
Do it.
I don't know.
Give them to her. Give them to her.
I'm not getting involved in that mess. What are you, nuts?
Come on.
I'd like to keep my day-to-day life calm.
True.
She would appreciate that.
True.
But I mean, those would have to be during the goatee and earring era.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
For Greg.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of your pictures, you look like Greg, Mike.
I know.
Fucked up.
Yeah, Isaiah thinks I look like a fat Asian Greg Hill.
Fat Asian Greg Hill back in the day. I'm like, what the fuck? That looks like Greg if he was fat and from Asia.
I don't know.
Nailed it. I'm a Chinese knockoff of Greg Hill. You can buy me out of a trunk.
Everything's made in China.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. I'm a burn copy. Yeah. Hey,
He's got subtitles.
Can we talk about how Robert Kraft
couldn't understand what you said.
Start again.
In the middle of the game. Oh, sorry. Can we talk about Robert Kraft and how he does the Patriots thing and changes the game in the middle of the game and gets 1.5 million face masks from China with the governor. Did you talk about this, Danielle? Have you talked to the governor about this at all?
We haven't spoken to the governor about it, but we did talk about it this morning.
And then,
of course, you have typical text line. Half the people are like, "That's so great," and half the people are like, "What are you nuts? They're from China. Why are we bringing in masks from China?"
Because they have them from China.
They're making them.
Right.
That's where they're making these things.
Yeah, because we don't have them because we weren't making them here, so we have to get them somewhere else, right?
Right.
But was there that hardo this morning going, "I don't care if Robert Kraft cures cancer. He let Brady leave. That guy still sucks."
Yeah, basically.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I hope he doesn't send them down to Tampa.
Oh, God.
Well, I think that's great. I don't know. I see this as a legit thing from Robert Kraft. Some people see it as like just a way to improve his brand after getting fingered at a massage parlor.
Who gives a fuck what it does? It's a good move, and more people should be doing shit like that instead of bitching about what they're not getting.
Yeah.
If you have the wherewithal to do it, you'll be able to ask Danielle. I don't know if the governor will give. I mean, the behind the scenes shit to pull that off.
Right. Yeah.
Like seriously, there were, from what I heard,
some people died.
I don't know, but they had to.
We lost a quarterback.
Yeah. We gave Tom Brady up for 1 million masks.
He's in Jeter's house now.
I know, right? Ew.
To add insult to injury.
It's that whole thing. Thank God this COVID's going on. Who would ever say that? I don't want to deal with the Tom Brady thing.
I know. I said that last week. I said, can you imagine ever like being at a point in time over the last month and a half where you were tired, where you said like, I wish we could talk about Tom Brady's contract.
Right. It was exhausting. And now we're like, can we go back to that? But look, that's got to be doing well for your show on WEEI. I mean, look, the news is the news. The highlights are the highlights. But people need escape. This is why your show has been successful with Greg for years, because it's not all sports. It's fucking life. And I can't stand watching the news.
Joe Exotic.
Who just coughed? Who just coughed?
I'm out of here.
Did you just cough? I'm out.
I did.
Hey, Danielle.
Wait. Hold on. Where's the fucking?
Don't spray the phone, please.
She did.
Oh,
This is
fuck,
out
I
of
got
hand.
it.
I'm sorry. I forgot we were on the phone. I was having so much fun.
Yeah,
giving-
you went and got another beer, didn't you?
I'm giving myself a fever in this hat. Is that a problem?
Oh my God! Look how red you are.
Oh,
Even more than usual.
oh,
He's
What are
losing
you
weight.
doing, guy?
Oh my God!
oh, dude,
put
I've
that
I've
back
lost
on.
weight like a
Oh,
crazy.
jeez.
I didn't lose this much weight when I did cocaine in high school. Fuck. Oh,
Speaking of doing cocaine,
I gotta get this off my fucking hat. Oh.
oh Danielle,
You have it
I have a
too.
question.
Yes.
The last time we
Who the fuck
I'm
laughs
telling
when
you,
somebody
Josh,
coughs? You.
Josh
Your
was
face.
right in the last.
Did you see your face?
Josh was
You're
right in the last episode. A cough is the new N-word.
it is.
It is. When someone does it, you're like,
Coronavirus victims are like the new sex offenders. It's like, where are they?
Didn't
Put
someone
him on the
release a
map.
bunch of sex offenders for this? I'm reading too much shit. That's why I asked
Yeah.
you, Danielle. What's the real shit and what's the
The Onion
fucking
isn't a
stop?
real news network.
It's not? Oh, fuck.
God, I gotta keep telling you that.
I like when people are like, "Oh, look at this link from worldnewsdaily.com.uk," and I'm like, "That's a satirical site."
Where the fuck
The people that are
God.
sharing the Bill Gates thing. They're like,
Yesterday,
oh,
I
share it."
lost my mind from a fake April Fool's link that somebody, I think it was Lucas Carr, posted it, that Governor Baker was going to ban the sale of alcohol. I had a
Yes,
it was a rat
everybody
roll. I
lost their
grabbed my
damn
keys.
mind.
Well, look,
I
the
love that.
two things that are really going to set us off: no Wi-Fi and no booze. Let's be fucking serious.
Right, man.
Serious.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
the end of the world. Speaking of
Yeah.
booze, the last show of WA, or the last day of WAF, everyone keeps talking about how drunk me and Isaiah were as he takes a chug.
Yeah, you guys are pretty shit-faced. Yeah.
The reason I started
Fireball.
drinking was Danielle had a sleeve of nips.
Oh, I
Fireball
love you
nips.
for that. We had a good time.
I didn't have a
remember.
sleeve of them. I had like a couple of Fireball
You
nips with
you
me.
rolled a
You
pallet
opened a
in
sleeve.
the fucking studio.
I didn't have a
See,
sleeve.
these guys were drunk. These guys were drunk, Danielle. So obviously,
That
to
wasn't
them,
me.
it was a sleeve.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
they were
it was-
shit-faced. Yeah.
You know,
I
you see
feel
the
like you had a
pal-
sleeve of Fireball.
You know, you see the pallets of toilet paper go by. That was you
Yeah.
with Fireball. It was like, yeah, let's
Yes.
follow her down the hall.
But were you not
Like,
drunk, Danielle? Because you
At the end of
Ubered
the night,
there
yeah, I
and you
was
were like,
hammered. Yeah, that was the whole point of my
well, why
Ubering
is
there,
everyone
so I
just
could get
singling out
hammered.
me and Isaiah?
Because you were
Because you guys were
shit-faced.
more
You know,
obnoxious about it.
The
No, we
people who
weren't.
needed to be drunk
you
weren't
were.
drunk. Harry and I were stone cold sober at the end of the night.
That's because you were still playing with the FCC, but at 12:01, you got fucking weird.
You were pushing the buttons. You needed
Oh, I
you
smoked
had
a lot
to.
of weed. Oh
Right.
man,
Yeah.
everybody
I'll tell you,
was
at the
putting
end of the
weed
night,
in my hand.
I went into the Magic Studio looking for fucking Boucher, and he wasn't in there. Did you think about that? That entire shit show was being done next to the Magic Studios, and at some point,
I
I'm like,
know.
is
They were
David Allen
hiding.
Boucher in there? What the fuck? He took the
They're
day
like, we
off.
can't have him around people.
Did they like take him off the? They had to have taken him off the air because that hallway was like a fucking sardine can of bozos.
It was a nightmare.
And
I
you were
thought that at
genuine,
one point.
Isaiah.
I was pounding on the magic door, going, Boucher, let me
Pounding on the
in."
magic door, is that code?
It is. Yes,
Pounding
it
on the
is.
magic door.
It is.
All right,
It
can
is.
we talk? Can we talk about? You mentioned Wi-Fi. Can we talk
Oh,
about what
fuck.
we've been watching? I've watched.
Oh, who's that?
Oh my
Chloe,
God!
Was that
is
a
that
phantom?
Chloe?
Who was that?
She's leaving. She's like, I'm fucking out of here.
Did that ghost follow you home from the
Hi,
great?
Out of here! We're talking about
Hello.
butt stuff.
Daddy, why are you
All right.
smoking pot in the car?
He's
Jesus,
Mike went to a cemetery with his wife.
that's
and
like
his
a
daughter
whole nother
yesterday.
thing I'm
I'm
dealing
like-
with here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. When do you smoke weed with her? Like, because you know you want to educate her. So when are you going to get her high?
When she turns 18 and she's legally, able to
This
do
is
that.
not
Oh,
the
no,
FCC.
wait, it's
Fuck
21,
off. How about
isn't
when
it?
she wants to?
Yeah, it's 21.
Stop it. Next
When she's 21.
All right,
I
we're
don't
done.
want DCF taking my kid away.
She's in high school. That train already left the station.
Yeah, probably.
She's already been in your stash in the fucking undies drawer.
Actually,
What's this?
she's got this boyfriend that she talks to every night,
Boyfriend.
and I heard her say,
Oh boy.
yeah,
That's an issue.
I heard her say I don't smoke pot. I don't want to mess up my life.
Like my
And
dad.
look right at her. Look right at her father.
You
I
know,
don't want to
it's-
be a,
you gotta really nail that message. You gotta send it home. You gotta let them understand
Yeah.
that this is what happens when you smoke weed.
So you're saying
You
you've
know, you're
been
sitting in a dead car. You can't drive anywhere, talking to a bunch of freaks. You know.
Yep.
This is
Hey,
where your
so,
life
Can
is.
we talk about?
Podcasting.
Can we talk about Tiger King?
Oh
No,
God, I
we
watched
talk
sick
about
of
Tiger
it.
King?
I'll tell you,
That's
I
fine.
couldn't
Who
make it
hasn't
past the
watched
first
it yet?
episode. I couldn't watch it. I
you
hadn't
bail?
watched most of it. I just couldn't get into it, and it was just
Why?
it was because it was just
Why?
because the
she
animal
has a
stuff was
fucking
tough
job.
for me. I couldn't do it. No, it has nothing to do with that.
It's too much,
No, because
right?
everybody. I mean,
It's too
Greg
much.
loved it.
It's
Everybody
too
watched.
much.
It is too much. I was like,
By the way, it's not. There's no way that's real. That's such a power reality bullshit done over and over show. Like those people aren't fucking real.
No,
I
see,
didn't want to see it because I was afraid of
convinced
animal abuse.
it's
a lot
real.
of people abuse in it.
yes,
Right.
a lot of people abuse.
Yeah, it's real because Joe Exotic is in jail. Joe Exotic's in
For
jail,
doing
so I know
meth
it's
and
real.
No, for doing meth and fucking
It's
teenage
so
boys. That's why he's in jail.
Unreal. It just keeps unraveling.
I thought he was in there because he tried killing Carol.
Those Isaiah, those boys were teenagers. They were in their 20s. Okay.
Oh,
It was
either
all
way,
Right, he wasn't
meth,
breaking the law. Well, what are the laws in Oklahoma?
right? Exactly. I think Mike's screen froze. Look at him.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mike froze.
Oh no.
Well, how many people are on
everybody's
Zoom?
frozen.
Think about this shit. I mean, it's
Hi,
amazing
how
we
are
can
you?
still do this because
Lunchtime,
so many people.
a lot of
are-
people.
Oh my God. Have you done any virtual cocktail hours with Danielle? Gone.
She's
Hold
gone.
on a second. I'm right here. No, I'm right here.
Oh,
I know you got to check a text.
we're very
every now and then and be
panicky
like,
right now.
"Stop texting
No, I
me."
was trying to hold on. I was trying to see if I could flip this, but like not have it.
She coughed earlier and now she's gone. What the fuck?
I knew it. Remember
what
Danielle?
happened? Remember Danielle? She was great.
She coughed
Now I
once on the
messed up my
podcast.
Tripod.
Murder.
Damn it.
I got people texting me. Stop it. Stop it.
Turn your phone
All right,
on
so
Do Not
Danielle's not
Disturb,
watching.
Donkey.
I know, right?
Danielle, you're not watching Tiger King. Josh,
No.
are you watching Tiger King?
I've already watched it. I'm rewatching it because I'm making Laura watch it so that I can talk to
Okay.
her about it.
Yeah, I believe that Don Lewis,
Yep.
the man that Carol Baskin is accused of killing, is alive and well in Costa Rica.
Is he
Really?
with Steve Jobs?
And I don't know how anybody else can think that.
Why would he leave all his
You
money
know?
though to Carol?
He made a deal with Carol. He wanted to disown his former family. He stopped paying them, and Carol's the one that kept the money going to them. He wanted to disown them. He wanted a new life. He loved it in Costa Rica. He was rich. He was a pilot. He was excellent, according to his best friend, at hiding money, which he probably did in Costa Rica. Flew down there, undocumented, flew down there, and now he's in Costa Rica living it up. He said, Carol, you just keep telling people I disappeared and keep the shelter and keep all my money up here. I got plenty of money in Costa Rica. He's alive and well. And this whole thing about Carol Baskin feeding her husband to tigers is ridiculous.
My
And
biggest
that's something
issue
made up by
is-
Joe Exotic because they're competitors.
Right.
My biggest issue is how you say Costa Rica.
What, did I say it wrong? Danielle.
Costa
you're the
Rica?
expert.
Costa Rica?
Costa Rica? No, it's Costa Rica.
I'm going to
Costa
Costco
Rica.
to get some toilet paper.
Well, what did I say?
Costco's.
Costa Rica?
You were saying Costa Rica like they were in the show, and it's annoying.
Oh.
I don't
You
know.
get so excited about that show. You talk about that show like I do The Walking Dead. Like, did you produce this fucking thing? I've never seen someone get so excited, like in full detail about
I
a show.
just want justice for Carol. All right, Carol didn't kill her husband. He took
She's
off.
a bitch.
We need a documentary on
She's such
Don
a bad
Lewis.
person.
That guy is fascinating to me. He is so fascinating to me.
All right,
They
let's
should
keep
have
in
a
mind. Keep in mind. You know how high Mike gets when he watches this show. That's why he's so fucking. Into it. I mean, look, we all may dabble a little bit. This guy's smoking some killer fucking bud and watching that
All right.
show, going.
All right.
This is
Also, you
reality.
know how
All right.
you know
Have
that
another
he's
beer,
dead?
fur boy.
He has Hillary Clinton eyes.
Crazy eyes.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't think
They
so.
have the same exact eyes.
Justice
Killer
for
eyes.
Carol. Okay, justice for Carol. That's
Fuck
what I'm
Carol.
saying.
JFC.
Wrongly accused.
Now-
Why are they going after Carol and they're not going after Doc Antle? The guy with the 5 girlfriends that makes them
He
wear
knows
different outfits
everybody's
every day.
first and last fucking name. It's crazy.
Who's Jock? Is that
They're part of the show, dude.
is that the Ted Nugent guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the guy that
All
was doing the music videos and the movies and stuff. He has 5 wives. He took an Indian first name that I can't even
5
pronounce
wives.
because he studied yoga in India.
Oh yeah, it's
and
like
he's a
Mariska
vegetarian.
Hargitay or something.
Right, and he's
Lord.
supposedly cremating the tigers to get rid of them once they're too big to cuddle. You know, that guy. Let's do a documentary on that guy too. You know, leave Carol alone, for crying out loud.
Let's get him on the podcast.
Let's go.
I'm trying. I've been trying
Let's go.
to get these people on the podcast.
Of course you have.
Man.
Hey,
Believe
speaking
me.
of, I saw something that you put out there, Danielle. You're going to be doing your own content here soon.
I am. Yeah.
Talk to us. Can you?
Yeah. I mean, I just, like everybody and their mother, I wanted to start a podcast for the last 10 years and I just haven't gotten around to it. So now I'm like, if I put it out there, it shall happen.
You got some
Good.
free time.
I really don't have a lot of free time. I have a lot of projects and things going on. So free time is
Wait,
still
cut the commute out. Extra 15 minutes?
40 minutes each way.
Oh.
So yeah, that's a plus. In fact, I had to go into the studio yesterday after the show to pick up some stuff, and it took me 28 minutes to get there. It doesn't even take me 28 minutes to get there at 4:00 in the morning. So
How is it going in the building? How are the radio stations right now? Pretty much down to one man and woman shows.
basically, I mean, most people I think are working from home. I think as far as like in the mornings, Kennedy and Annie on Mix are home. I think Carson was home as of this morning. And I think the goal is to get as many people out of the building as possible.
Right.
And then Magic, I think Sue's working from home. I think David and Kendra are still there. But for us, everybody's still in studio, I think, except for me. I don't know if Greg's going to start broadcasting from home or not, but he's been in there with Nick and Wiggy and Curtis and Ken are there. So I'm kind of the only one that's satellite at the moment.
Right.
So it's kind of like a ghost town the way we left it.
Basically. Yeah. I mean, there's still like some Mastros leftovers from the last night at AAF.
Oh my God.
So what are you going to do on your podcast? What are you going to talk about?
Things I like and people I like. Probably just one of the reasons why I didn't get started for a very long time was because, they're always like, oh, you have to really hone it in and figure out what your subject matter is going to be and have a plan and execution and whatever. And I'm just like, you know what, screw it. Like, there's a bunch of people I want to line up and interview, and, having that blue check mark on some social platforms definitely makes those people more accessible. But, life, wellness, animals, powerlifting, eating, cooking, like all just the stuff that I like. People will be able to get into and do it. Yeah, Hsu, you have your hand up.
I know, right?
Can you invite me on and can we talk about season 3 of Ozark?
Yeah, of course we can.
I'm not done.
Have you guys been watching
so
Ozark?
Yes, I'm not done, but that is fucking powerful.
All right.
I haven't seen a
two
single
episodes
episode.
left.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have 2 episodes left in the 3rd season. Just because I was trying to watch it all Friday and Saturday, and I was just getting so stressed out from all the plot twists that I'm like, I need to take a break. So
it is an incredibly stressful show. Like,
and there goes Mike.
And not do anything after for like 15 minutes. Oh, for crying out loud.
No, you're good.
Does
You're
it
good.
really work? Are we actually doing this? Does Zoom actually work, for fuck's sake?
Oh, wait.
It is.
Josh forgot to push
show.
record.
So, you know what?
Great.
Oh, yeah. Start over, guys.
Oops. No, you're absolutely right. That show I didn't watch it last night because it was just one of those when you have a full day of doing stuff and then you turn on the news. That's a lot. I was like, who helped me with the comedian's name? Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Wow. Lucia and I turned on one of his 2014 and fucking laughed out loud for 45 minutes.
He's so great.
It was so therapeutic. Couldn't do Ozark. I needed that. He's worth watching over and over and over. It was, and then went right to bed. It was like, thank God. I couldn't do Ozark last night, but I'll finish it definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I won't. I usually don't give a fuck about spoiler alerts, but since Dan.
Oh, good. This is perfect. He stopped. Cut him off. Kill him.
I paid for the spoiler alert protection. So
oh, is that what that is?
Yep.
It's worth it.
Josh actually just upgraded for. I'm sorry. What was that spoiler?
All right, Danielle. Do you want to do inside the warped female in the Mind of Mencia next? What's it called?
Mind of Mencia.
Oh my god.
Inside, no, dude, you got to do something like inside the fucking spring break morons mind on the beach a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
What
it's
were
called
you
they're
thinking?
20. They're in their 20s. That's why they're idiots.
And they're all dead
Yeah.
now.
And they're
Yeah, we
all-
were all
all like,
geniuses
I mean-
when we were in our
Oh,
right?
this is ridiculous. Yeah,
Go
I
inside.
always, I mean, all genius. I'm so thankful that social media wasn't around when I was in college.
Holy shit, yes.
I mean, my
Oh.
God.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
I'm so glad
I'm so
MySpace
thankful for
died
that.
because there was some stuff on that site that I'm glad isn't out there.
Have you been to my MySpace? Poor Tom. I wonder what Tom's up to these days.
Oh
Tom
my
really
God,
made
we
out
should
like a
all
bandit.
fucking today log into our old MySpace accounts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wow, what the fuck?
There's
I
nothing there.
tried
I
to,
tried
but
to log
can't.
into it. There's nothing there.
I
Yeah, you
forgot
just
the
get
password.
viruses and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, too soon. You get bugs.
Good question. What did happen to Tom? Where's Tom right now?
He's living the life. He probably sold out, and
He's locked
you
in
know,
Zuckerberg's basement.
yeah, with the white T-shirt on still.
Yeah. Looking
That
over
Or
his
side
the
looked
shoulder.
like-
whiteboard. Yeah. Sideways Tom from MySpace.
How's the animal life? How's the animal world been different in this space? I mean, you're obviously a power rescuer. How does this work in this time when can you still go out and how are you doing this?
I haven't taken in any new ones yet because I'm still trying to place a couple of cats from the last. Well, Allie decided to pipe up on that.
Hi, Allie.
I'm still trying to place a couple of cats from one of the last litters that I fostered last year. But it's been a slow season for me. But the thing that's tough is that most veterinary practices have gone to essential visits only. So you can't do things like annuals, and they're not doing, a lot of surgeries. And they're doing curbside service. So basically you pull up, they'll take your pet in. And I think unless you need to get a rabies shot, which is like a state regulated thing, you don't go in, or unless they're, euthanizing, sadly, your pet. So that is something that would definitely make it challenging. But I have the space, I have the resources. So it's just like, I'm just doing what I do.
So can people still donate to your foundation to help you get supplies that you need, like food and stuff like that? And is that still helpful at this time?
It's hugely helpful. And I've been, hesitant to ask for it because I know everybody's in a really tough spot financially right now. So it's not something I put at the forefront. But certainly if people want to donate, they can just go to bluesbridge.org. There is a donation page there. You can donate by credit card or PayPal or whatever. And we also have an Amazon wish list for food and litter and treats and just saying a lot of the stuff, cleaning stuff, like things that I go through a lot of in caring for these animals. So that's there, bluesbridge.org.
A lot of positive stories are going to rise from this hot shit mess that we're in the middle of and stuff. The work that people like you do, the work that everybody can figure out what to do. I mean, this is heavy. This is so heavy right now. You have to hear the highlights. It's so heavy and it's going to create all kinds of anxiety if people don't mentally take the break and say, okay, people like Danielle, you're doing that. Hey, Mike, hey, Josh, Isaiah, whoever, what types of things can you do each day just to help somebody else? Make sure you're safe, make sure you're sound. But then how do you do that? I think there's going to be a huge world of really good PR. I mean, I'm trying to do it with my business, keeping my clients afloat, and we've switched all of our messaging to positive messaging, right? That's all you can do right now is switch to positive and try to let people know that you, your clients, whoever are there for you. I think on the backside of this, once we haven't hit rock bottom yet, which is fucking scary.
Very scary.
Right? Like we haven't hit rock bottom, but shit,
Yeah,
we've been inside for 2-3 weeks. And it's like, did you just say another 30 days? Like this isn't even, I can't even wrap my head around it yet. But I think on the backside, there's going to be a tremendous swell of positivity. And thanks for what you do for animals and all the positive stuff you do. And I think it's awesome you're going to do a podcast because the more of that shit we have, we do this because we're just dicking around, but people laugh and go, that's kind of funny. And it distracts them.
Right. It's a distraction. Right.
That's it.
And that's huge.
We don't know
people
what the fuck we're doing. Look at this screen. Really? Mine is you. We're fucking idiots.
Now, do you have a rival rescue person like a Carol Baskin or something?
Fuck her.
No, I mean, it's me. It's me.
Yes, you are the one out there.
But you don't have there's no rival foster person. You're like, that guy's, he's cremating the puppies and he's making coats out of them and he's feeding meth to his teenage boys. You got nothing like that?
Luckily, I haven't had to deal with that. I have friends within rescue who deal with it constantly. Yeah. Just by way of, the types of, they take in a lot of difficult cases and neglect cases, and you've got, people that want to scrutinize every way that you spend a dollar, every decision that you make, every single thing. Everybody thinks that they know better. That's one of the things that's tough. The rescue community has so many great people, but it also has a lot of people that are just a giant pain in the ass to deal with. And it's, it's always the same people. Like if you talk to people within different rescues, they're like, oh, have you ever dealt with so-and-so? And they're like, oh, don't even get me started on that one. So
the worst.
Just, people kind of pick and they target and they want to act like they know everything. But those are usually the people that are doing the least grunt work. So they really don't have the right to, criticize or comment, but they do.
Helping animals is political too.
It's
everything.
Everything is
right.
It's not the industry.
Everything.
It's the stupid people that get in the way that like to throw banana peels in front of you because they're insecure. They don't know how to do it the right way. So rather than me supporting her, I try to fuck with her and push her to the side. That's awful. That's all. And every industry deals with insecurity, and it's awful.
Like they said in the show, it's the big cat people that are the worst. You're dealing with tigers and lions and cheetahs and pumas. Those are the worst people ever. Danielle's dealing with the much smaller animals.
Are you done with your
the dog?
Back to the Red Sox thing? It's opening day. We're not playing baseball. Are you done with your beer?
Home opener. Almost. Yeah. This is Worcester's Bravest.
Nice.
All this money that they raise for this goes to the Menard Children's Fund set up in the Worcester International Association of Firefighters. So I'm trying to drink local, support the local brewery in your town. Excellent. A lot of them are still doing pickup. Some are even doing delivery. So if you need the good local stuff, there's a lot of places still doing that. One of the many that are getting hit very hard these days. So support your local brewers and restaurants. Danielle, it's about time you grew up and enough with the sexual innuendo. This is a serious podcast. I'm talking about a serious thing right now. All right? Oh my God.
So, wow.
Is Uranus one of your clients?
No. Wait, soon to be. Wow.
Come on.
Do you buy your soap at Spencer's?
Maybe. Back in 1993. Hold on. Ooh, fuck. It says Uranus isn't just a planet. Okay.
Now, do you get that on the table at the grocery store with all the other homemade soaps?
Yeah, I got that at Bed Bath &
Plastic and
Beyond.
shit in it?
Fuck not.
Cut your own. Slice your own soap.
Hey guys.
It's like cheap. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Are the police there?
I'm at 10% right now.
We can stop.
Not alcohol level, but my battery. So my phone might die if we keep going.
Danielle, we love you. It's so good to see your face.
Likewise.
So good to see you.
So glad I got to join you.
Thank you. And good luck with your podcast. Where can we
let us
follow
know the podcast up? Yeah.
Mike's signal's fucking awesome. He's out in Worcester.
Guys,
we can follow all your stuff.
He's a slideshow at this point.
Next, click.
No, seriously, we can. You'll have more announcements across all of your social media. Push it all where we can follow your stuff when you start doing the podcast and everything you're already doing. Plug away.
Correct. Yes, I will be doing that. You can follow me on Instagram at Danielle.Murr, on Twitter at Danielle Murr, no dots, no spaces. Facebook, I'm on and off periodically. I'm hoping to be able to hop off. The big fundraiser for my foundation was supposed to be this month. But we actually had to postpone that. Right. So now I'm going to take that time to jump off Facebook for a little while because it's a cesspool of awfulness. Awful. It's brutal.
Well, the good news is that the 3 people that watch this just heard your plugs, so you're good.
Yay! 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, thanks to Garage Doors Plus.
Yeah.
Hey Danielle, remember you couldn't do a live read back when I was on the morning show, and you had to. You did every live read like this.
I would have to pull up images of dead animals and just do a Google image search and look at that because Josh wouldn't even be doing anything, but I would just see his face come over the top of the computer.
I'd just walk in the room and she'd lose it.
It's Pavlovian. It just anytime you would walk in, I'd start to crack up, and that without Hsu drawing a giant penis. Thank you.
Oh, there it is.
That.
Fucking brutal. Fucking brutal. Nothing changes, does it, Danielle?
No, it doesn't.
You can only get that giant penis on Patreon.
Jesus Christ. So Josh makes a good point before we wrap this up. We actually do have two people that are kind enough to promote this and help us. Chris at Garage Doors Plus and Nicole at Invoke Media. I think they're out of their fucking
I
minds.
wrote my own copy.
My God, we have to do copy like it's radio. Look at this.
Did you learn how to spell?
No.
Wow.
No. I use Grammarly. It tells me everything I did wrong.
Nice.
As you can tell, Danielle, we're making this shit up.
Obviously.
Yeah, we don't know what
That's
we're doing.
fine. No, whatever. Wing it. It's fine.
It's fine. No one gives a fuck. We're all bored, and this
Good.
passes the time.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I'm pretending I still work in radio.
Yeah, me
You
too.
work in
You
radio?
forgot to do caller 7.
There will be
Was
no
it
more
7 or
caller
10?
sevens. There will be no more caller sevens.
No.
We love you, Danielle.
So
Thank
sad.
you.
Love you guys. Thank you for having me on.
Josh, if you
Bye.
hit the wrong button,
Is this
I'll
the
fucking
end?
Cut you. I mean, it
This
can
is
be.
the end,
It
my
most
friend.
certainly is.
That
Josh.
was like
Thank
the
you,
most
Jim
official
Morrison.
ending we've ever had. Usually I say
Yeah.
something, you guys all flip out and hang up on me.
Because he usually said the last fucking podcast, he's like, all of a sudden, he's like, I really admire Hitler. And we're like, we're done.
That's not what I
Oh,
said.
you know
No,
it. It's
no.
not what he said. I watched
He
the
said-
last one. It's not what he
He
said.
said Hitler looked like he was having a good time because he had a smile on his face, and he
'Cause he
never
just
see him
took
that way,
over
and it was
France.
nice. It
Then
was
you
nice.
fucking then you
Right.
supported Charles Manson. We're like, dude, you're out of your fucking mind. You should
I
be a
didn't. I
real
said Mike
quarantine.
Hsu was supporting him. I don't know.
a
how
little
it
bit,
looked
just a
over.
little bit. All right.
He was a good singer.
Nuts.
It still says it's recording. If you hit the wrong button, Dolan, I will drive to fucking Roslindale and kill you.
It's not Rosalind.
Sorry.
Roslindale. Where did that
Roxbury.
come from?
Roxbury. What do
All
you
right, guys, I'm almost out. I'm leaving.
I
love
can't
you,
afford
Danielle.
either one of
Okay,
those.
bye.
Bye, Danielle. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Don't fuck it up.